Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are talking about something a little different than our previous content.
We've been hearing a lot about this thing called a deprivation tank, so we went to the float spot here in Frisco, Texas. This is something we've never experienced before. It was actually a Christmas gift, so we actually found time to do it this past weekend.
Yeah, it couldn't have come at a better time too, because we had been working really hard in the gym, so our bodies were tired, and we've been doing our research on it, but we realized there's really not that many videos on the float spot or deprivation tanks in general.
So what is it? What is the deprivation tank? It was actually invented by a neuroscientist.
I think, yeah. So a lot of you probably have seen something about a deprivation tank. It's been featured on shows like Stranger Things. It's the big tank that Elle lays in with her eyes closed, so she can get full, I guess, like blankness. I don't really know how else to explain that.
And it's like you're transported to another world is what they make it seem like on Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So the deprivation tank is also known as an isolation tank or sensory deprivation tank, float pod, float cabin, or flotation tank. It is a water-filled, pitch-black, light-proof, soundproof environment heated to the same temperature as the skin. And a lot of these have magnesium that help absorb into the skin, as well as a lot of salt.
Well, something I didn't realize, and something that we feel like we should let all of you know, is if you color your hair recently, they'll immediately turn you away. They'll tell you no. I believe they said it was about 2 weeks. Your hair color has to be minimum of 2 weeks old. However, if you have red hair, it has to be, I think, like 30 days. So definitely something for you to know if you color your hair.
And the reason for that is it stains the tank.
Yeah.
So it requires a lot of hours, possibly a day or two, to clean out that entire tank and sanitize it. So it's a lot of work on them. So
yeah,
I'm glad she said something. I mean, she
Yeah.
could have just let you go right through it, and then
we
would have been fined.
Yeah, we completely respected their decision on that. I mean, it's something that I completely looked over on the frequently asked questions. So we feel like this is something that definitely should be brought, more forward with the information.
Don't do what we did. Actually read through the instructions, the frequently asked questions.
I mean, I did. I read a lot about it, and it was mostly about, like, if you're pregnant, like, they don't want you have to be a certain, in a certain trimester to do it. So they had a lot of great information. It's just that one particular point
Under
I just
the influence, anything
looked
like
over.
That, yeah.
So ladies, men, if you dye your hair, don't go. Or at least there's other packages which we're going to get into that you can do if you've recently dyed your hair.
So I didn't dye my hair. So I guess I'm lucky. I ended up doing the deprivation tank, and let me tell you, it was something different.
I'm kind of bummed. I'm kind of jealous.
So when you first go in there, it's a little bit intimidating. You think you're going to be claustrophobic, but like a lot of other reviews have said, the tank is pretty big. So you have enough space to move around. My initial thoughts were that this isn't really gonna do anything. It's just you floating in water. As soon as you try to get in, it's like you're floating. So like in a pool, right? Like, when you go into a pool, you can just walk in, move around, get up, get down. Well, you're always floating. So whenever you're trying to sit down or, maneuver yourself, you keep floating up. So it's weird. You can't catch your balance. And
the pod looked kind of like a weirdly shaped bathtub type of thing. And didn't it have like the way you walk in? She said something about you sit down and just slide in.
You can't just sit down. You're gonna end up floating. You just end up automatically falling to your back. But you float. You cannot not float. You're not gonna sink.
Yeah.
So they gave you the option of wearing, a swimsuit or going in your birthday suit. The lady at the front desk actually said, it's best for you to go in, naked, no clothes, to get the full experience and for your body to just get immersed. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I guess. I mean, no one goes in there. You lock the door. There's no cameras, none of that creepy stuff. As soon as you close the pod, I mean, it's kind of scary. I mean, because now you can't hear anything outside.
But she had like a little thing in her at the front desk to where it connects. Right. It connects to each room, so she knows like. Because she sets like the timing of music and stuff. Mm-hmm. So if you needed to talk to her for any reason, or if you freaked out, couldn't you just like push a button?
I don't think she could hear you, but like pushing the button, there was 2 buttons, one for the light and then one to communicate over to the front desk. So by pushing the button, it just notifies them that you were ready to commence your hour session.
Yeah.
And then
so she was monitoring everything, not like with video or anything, but monitoring just with you pushing the button to let her know to start your time.
Mm-hmm. So you get in. And you have the option of choosing, a solid blue color lights that change to different colors. Each one of them, she mentioned that they help with your chakra. So they help kind of like center yourself.
And this woman was very knowledgeable about
very passionate.
If you're into natural healing, your chakras and crystals, like this woman was very knowledgeable. Mm-hmm. So she was very passionate. Now this deprivation tank experience was created by science. It was created for, the neurological piece and everything, but she uses it for natural healing. It was really cool to kind of see 2, type of lifestyles, I guess, like kind of come together in one experience.
And she said it's really good for PTSD, really good for those with anxiety, depression, and really good for like sore muscles and bones, for your bones. So anyway, so you get in there, you close the door, and you have the option again of the solid blue light, different color lights, or pitch black. I switched to pitch black accidentally because I was trying to get to like all these other crazy lights, and as soon as it went pitch black, I was just like dumbfounded.
Yeah.
You were immersed into just complete darkness. It felt like just an empty, ongoing space to nothingness. I freaked out a little bit, so I ended up pushing the button again just to change the color, and then I got to the colors that switch around.
Yeah.
The first 5 minutes, they were playing music, like sound waves and different calming atmosphere type music. I was floating, just sitting there, trying to relax. But the first 5 minutes, she even said that it's going to take a minute to relax. I mean, it's something brand new to you. And I remember this sound. It's one of those toys. I don't remember what they're called. They use it for ASMR and then just to be annoying. But this
noise
toy,
tubes or something.
Yeah. So there was this sound. It was just opening. And I felt like the bottom half of my body was just like leaving me, and I just started laughing. I was laughing for like a solid minute. It was just a weird feeling. So eventually you get to relax, right? You put in your mind, okay, this is, I'm okay, I can relax. And you realize that you have a lot of tension in your neck, at least I do. Essentially, once you get in there, your body's able to just relax, except for for me, for my neck. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting here like this with my neck kind of scrunched up because I don't know why, I guess the tension.
I mean, I feel like
so eventually I'm able to let go, and I'm able to just let my neck just fall back into the water and just kind of like be at ease, be at peace. I did not sleep. I was more into my thoughts, and they did mention that too. Just let your thoughts run. Don't try to block them out. Don't drown them out. Just let them go. And eventually you find yourself just kind of just moving around, just relaxing, trying to, mess around with different positions in the water, trying to see how it feels. At one point, you're so relaxed, you're just laying there, just almost like dead, basically. Yeah. And after like 10 minutes or so, I try to move my arm just to, just adjust, and my arm felt so heavy.
I mean, I feel like it's common for your neck to be, especially you work at a desk all the time, so you're hunched over. So people who work in an office, this would probably really benefit with that. But I understand that would be like the last thing that can fully relax.
Yep. So overall, I mean, my experience was pretty good. I mean, coming out of there, I felt very, very relaxed. I felt reborn, just stress-free. And they had a lot of like writings on the wall for from first-time goers with their own experiences, and it was just crazy. Just everyone just has their own experience, but it's all tied to the similar thing, which is just basically being renewed, reborn.
So the first experience that you booked, they have like a package going on right now for the first float and then they have one for a second float that you have to do within a certain time frame. But they give you an hour.
For this specific one in Frisco.
Yeah,
Yes.
they give you an hour for your first float, and you said something like that seemed a little too much for you.
Yeah, after about 40 minutes, I felt, I was like, okay, I'm kind of over it now. Like, I'm ready to get out, you know.
But I feel like they give you that hour to, especially for your first time, to kind of get adjusted, get acquainted, because they know it's going to be hard for you to fully relax. They know it's going to be hard for you to kind of get your feel in there.
About the first 10, 15 minutes, you're just in there trying to like figure things out, how it's supposed to work.
Mess with the lights.
Yeah, just it's all new, right? So basically, you just wasted 15 minutes just trying to, you know, get acquainted. So mind you, you do take a shower first. They have your own personal shower in that same pod area. So you go in there, you shower, rinse off any oils that you may have.
Yeah, you're required. Like you're required to shower and wash.
And once you're done,
off.
you go into the pod, you do your thing for the 30 minutes or an hour. And once you get out, you can go back into the shower, rinse off all that salt. Mind you, that that salt's not gonna come off completely. Once you get home, you're gonna have to take another shower and get all of that salt out of you or off of you. One of my thoughts when I was in the pod was I felt like Vegeta or Goku when they're in one of those pods. Like it was like a deprivation tank where they had like oxygen tied to them.
Their masks.
Yeah.
When they were...
No, it's they were one of the pods. Overall, I mean, I didn't have anything like out of body experience. If anything, my body was just able to just let go and just relax, and you just release a lot of tension. That's how I felt. I mean, a lot of people have different experiences, you know, like emotional and personal experiences. I mean, I didn't have that, but then again, you know, I just let my mind just run and just wander.
Yeah, and they have a spray bottle. She said there was like a spray bottle with a clear thing for like, because you're in pure salt water, so if that gets in your eyes, you said some got like on your mouth or whatever when you're moving, because you're sliding all over.
And you're sweating too, so it is kind of warm in there. It is a little bit hard to breathe. It could be because of the salts, maybe.
Well, I think it's because the temperature is elevated to be the same temperature in the room, so the water's the same temperature as your body.
Yes.
So you don't feel cold or warm at all. You just feel...
What I did notice though, like for those that like to lift, there's a thing called mind and muscle connection. You really felt that in there, the mind and muscle connection. You can feel like you can hear your body almost speaking to you in a way. Like you can hear your stomach. Well, I was hungry, so my stomach was rumbling. I was twitching because we had worked out the day before. Yeah,
especially for those athletes who are, you know, they kind of have to be in tune with themselves for ultimate, you know, efficiency. So I feel like that was good. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get to do it, but I was nervous.
So what package did you get to do?
So she told me that there were other packages that I could do, since otherwise it was just gonna be a wasted appointment for me. And we went right when they opened, so we kind of had free reign of the building.
We were the first ones in there, yeah.
And like we said, like there are 4 pod rooms for the deprivation tanks. They do have the infrared sauna, which I was looking at on the menu, and I was debating doing it when we were booking our experiences. I was like, I really want to do that. And they have an aqua massage. They only had 1 aqua massage and 1 infrared sauna. So she said for the timing that you were in the pod, I could do the aqua massage and the infrared sauna both in that same time frame. So she helped me out with that, and they had a first time package also for these experiences, because you're still getting used to everything. And I did the aqua massage first, and it was really weird. She said you go in fully clothed. I would highly recommend wearing like something comfortable, something kind of form-fitting, leggings, gym clothes, yeah, something you're comfortable in, even some sweats as long as they're not too baggy, just so the massage can kind of be like,
and you don't get wet, right?
No, and it's a huge tank. You get into it, it was kind of creepy at first when, you know, she was like, oh, lay down, and this whole thing comes like on top of you. So she'll ask like, it looked like a regular massage table, but with a big thing that goes over you. So it had a little headrest, and she would ask, what aromatherapy oils do you like? They had different things like lavender, spearmint, orange, for different things you're wanting to kind of work on. So I chose spearmint. She would put the oils on this, it's like a film or like paper cloth that you would lay on where your head rests. So you're not laying on something that someone else used, like these are disposable. And you would lay your head into it, and put your arms underneath, and this big tank comes on top of you, and that's the massage. Like, how strong do you want it? Do you want a light massage or a deep tissue? Now, mind you, anytime we went and got like couples massages, I would always stay away from deep tissue massage because they would hurt. They would be, you know, pinpointing certain spots, and it would be too painful for me. But I was like, nope, I'm going all in. Like, my body was sore from the week of working out.
We had taken some time off.
Yeah, so I was like, nope, I'm just gonna go ahead and do deep tissue. And I didn't realize it said on a paper in the room, like, deep tissue is like standing under a very strong waterfall. And then if you did a light, it's kind of like more like a shower. So that's a great thing to kind of think about. If the shower is like a good, you know, strength for you, but I did the waterfall, like, deep tissue one, and it was amazing.
And you said it felt like it was like hugging your body, the water?
Yeah, well, it's not really like the water, you hear it. Now, the thing I didn't like is this machine was so loud because the water's like shooting down, but there's a black cloth in between you and the water, and that's what hugs you. Like, it'll hug in between your legs, your feet. There's a foam roller underneath your legs to kind of elevate your feet for the circulation. And it would go from, you know, my neck area all the way down to my feet, and it was amazing.
And you said like it felt like a full body Theragun?
Yeah, like the massage guns with the flat, not like the pinpointed thing.
The
that
pressure.
I don't like
pressure
that.
Point, yeah,
but it was amazing. If you're the type that has a problem with fully relaxing or just sitting somewhere for a while, I would just put some music on your phone or some, like, a show you're watching, and it'll get you through. So after I did the Aqua massage, I immediately went over to the infrared sauna, and it looked like a
Did you have to, what is it, not undress, but did you have to change into different clothes?
So I took my bathing suit
Okay.
with me because I thought I was doing the deprivation tank, and I didn't know that.
No, for the sauna.
Yeah, but I took my bathing suit with me because we were planning on doing the deprivation tank, so I still had it with me. I changed into that to do the sauna because you're going to be sweating. I didn't want to be in my clothes. I kind of feel like that was the whole point. Like, in a sauna, you're either in like a sports bra or, you know, like gym shorts, something small. There was a little graph that showed you each light meant something different for different things you're looking for, like muscle tension, veins, or just like overall blood circulation. Each light had its own purpose. So I chose to do blue for the first 20 minutes because I was in there for about 30 minutes.
30 minutes in there as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she had it on as high as, she said I could change the temperature, but I kept it on about as high as it would go because there was these heat lamps that would kind of turn on. And she said you could just sit on the bench. You know, there are different ways you could sit on the bench, whatever's comfortable for you. I did the blue for a majority of my time in there because she said blue, if you don't really know what you want to pinpoint, blue is kind of good for an overall health benefit.
Did you sweat a lot in there, or?
So I don't sweat a lot to begin with, working out or anything. I'm not like one of those that's dripping sweat, but I did find myself actually sweating quite a bit. She gave me a towel. They had like a stack of towels for you, and she's like, yeah, you'll need it to kind of, you know, wipe the sweat off your face or your, you know, stomach, legs, whatever. So I did catch myself sweating a little bit, just not tremendously.
So how did you feel after the water massage and the sauna? Did you feel better, relaxed?
I didn't really feel relaxed because mine was more for overall health benefits, I feel. It wasn't really for ultimate relaxation and tranquility.
Which was what they were known for, which is the float, which you couldn't do.
They did say that if you want that type of feeling, you go into the Aqua massage first, get a quick little massage, and so your muscles are now, you know, relaxed and not tense, which is great. And then you go do a quick little float in the deprivation tank, which I feel like that would be the ultimate experience there.
Yes.
That's what I feel like. If you're stressed out, do that package. I felt pretty good after the Aqua massage. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like, I felt good, you know, a little less sore. I guess because it broke up like the lactic acid and stuff. After the sauna, I didn't really feel much after that. They did have fresh water ready for us after, so you can kind of rehydrate. And
they did have an area towards the back where, you know, you can spray on deodorant. They had men's deodorant, women's deodorant. They had not gel, it's mousse. They had mousse for you, Q-tips.
Yeah,
what is it? The little like a little beauty bar. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to go in there because I didn't. I mean, I kind of feel like if you do the sauna, you should have access to that because you're sweating.
Oh, it's for anybody. I mean, anybody can just walk right in there.
I couldn't find it. So, but I was also kind of intimidated walking around the building. And by the time we got done, there were other couples already there kind of doing their packages too. So, I didn't feel too different after the infrared sauna. I'm not going to lie. No. But we realized when we left and we got home, we were exhausted.
Oh, yes. I slept hard. We both slept hard.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I couldn't.
I felt rested. I woke up actually pretty well. I mean, I felt fine. I mean, I felt fine this morning. I had good mental clarity. I don't know about you. I mean...
Yeah, so I woke up still kind of tired, but I went to bed last night and I was like, man, it's got to be like 1 a.m., midnight. It was 10 o'clock and I was so tired. It felt like it drained me, and I woke up feeling much better. Probably not as good as you, but I woke up feeling a little like, okay, I'm ready. Mm-hmm. So. And
I noticed I don't have much tension in my neck and my back. I mean, I feel great. I think I would probably do this again, at least twice a year maybe.
I feel like that would be a good, yeah.
Because it is a little bit pricey.
Hopefully I'm able to do it this next time and you can do the package that I did.
Yeah.
So we can kind of compare.
Discounts, so.
Well, they did have a package deal for if you combine certain packages, they give you a better deal. And memberships, they do have memberships that you can pay monthly. And good for those people who can just go on their lunch break or after work, she said. A lot of people do that.
It's about an hour away from us, so we would have to kind of coordinate, take Aaliyah to school,
yeah.
Find a time that we're off, you know. So discounts, they do offer military and first responder discounts. I believe it was 15%.
Yeah.
But this is only at this location, so every float spot has their own discounts, their own policies that they have.
And the 15% was only valid for their regular priced options.
Yes.
So if you're doing their specialty packages, like the first and second float combined discount that they have, it won't be valid.
Yeah, you can't stack discounts on top of a deal.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, it's still worth it. It's a good experience. Mm-hmm. How would you prep?
Well, first of all, I was told many times, don't wear your contacts, especially if you're doing the float tank because you're in salt water. Don't dye your hair. That's the first one. Mm-hmm. I would wear comfortable clothes. When you go there and when you leave, comfortable clothes, because you're going to be relaxed. You don't want to put on like tight jeans or anything constricting.
I would say don't shave the night before or the day of. I mean, it goes without saying, it is salt water. It will like irritate your skin. I mean, I didn't shave the day before, well, my face. I didn't shave the day before or the day of, so
yeah.
I had no issues. Water didn't get in my eyes. I was fine.
Oh, and they also make you fill out a form. Your tattoos, if you have any fresh tattoos, they have to be fully healed before you go in there.
So it's a lot. So my recommendation would be, if you want to go, I would suggest looking through all the frequently asked questions and just make sure that they don't apply to you. That way you don't, miss out on an experience like she did.
Because you do have to put a credit card on file when you book a appointment. Whether if you book online or over the phone, they will take a credit card. They could still charge you. Even if you go there and you're unprepared, like unfortunately I was.
But she was super nice to give you another package.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. And it was no time wasted. I'm kind of glad because we got to get an idea for all the stuff they had available there. But I'm kind of still bummed, but it's okay.
Well, you experienced another part of it. I experienced the main attraction, I guess you would say.
Yeah. So did you like it?
I liked it. I mean, I didn't think I was going to get much out of it, but actually I did. And I don't think we would have ever tried it if it wasn't gifted to us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like it, and I will do it again. I will, at least minimum two times a year.
And I feel like
it's really good for your health, and it helps center you. It helps just relieve a lot of stress. That's on the float side. So the massage and tanning side, or massage and sauna side was different.
Yeah, I would do the aqua massage 100% again. The infrared sauna, I feel like I could do without. It was a great experience. I don't know if I got any benefit from it, just because I feel like the infrared light and stuff, you don't know if you're not going to feel
really
it.
Hard, so
that's true. But I feel like that's one of those things you don't know if you got any benefits from it right away. It's more of an overall. So if you do it more often, I feel like you would feel a difference.
Longevity, yeah.
But if you like massages and you feel kind of uneasy about people touching you, which I love massages, but I always feel a little uneasy about having the human contact, this was amazing. I would do this aqua massage over and over again. I loved it.
So we will go back, right?
Yeah,
We will
I'm
go
excited.
back.
We have to go
Yeah.
actually within 2 weeks, so we'll be able to
perfect,
kind of
yeah.
give an
Oh,
update.
to take advantage of the little coupon they give us
Yeah.
or whatever.
They have like little shower discs for aromatherapy, which I thought was really cool to kind of take that spa-like feel home with you
Okay.
for the extra relaxation. So you can even go home with a little gift as well. And if you have any other further questions about our experience or things you may experience if you decide to go, feel free to leave some comments down below. We can answer them the best we can. And we hope you enjoy this video.
And if you're feeling fancy, go ahead and like and subscribe. It'll help us grow the channel and it'll encourage us to put out more content and keep doing this.
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy.